Okay, so today we're doing a review on this. You can get the same style from Harbor Freight. This one we found on Amazon. It was like 150 bucks. It's a manual tire changer. I gave it a brief test run on a tire already, and I gotta tell you, it was a little bit of a struggle. But I went on YouTube to see what other people were reviews they were doing on this type of machine, and there was a lot of reviews. A lot of videos that really didn't explain in detail, or just kind of frustrated me that they didn't cover certain points of it. So I wanted to do one myself because I do reviews on things, and I figured this was one that might need to be done on this machine. So the first thing is, this here is your bead breaker here. Now, if you're assembling this, I learned there is 4 different holes here on the side. All right. After I did my first tire, and it may change, according to the size and width of your tire, but if you're doing smaller tires, I found that this second hole up is where you want to put that. All right, because didn't really say in the instruction manual, so I went on YouTube and I was just kind of examining some people's videos on where they had this, and I found this to be the best spot for these smaller. We're doing a golf cart tire, so that would fit for your ATV tires and such. Now, to get right in, when you set this tire on here, there is a little groove down here, a little bracket that I don't really know what its purpose is for. Now that can scratch the heck out of your rim, but I think basically what it's for is to keep the tire from sliding forward, which it really didn't do. So what I did was I set the tire up here, and you're gonna have to pull this out sometimes to get this out of the way first. Slide your tire in here, and you want to set this right on the edge of the bead there. Now, what you might want to do is get yourself a block, because this tire is now on an angle and it wants to push this rim forward. It's really frustrating me, so I got a 2x4. I'm just going to make this level. Right about there. Alright? Get yourself a little soapy solution and just kind of line the tire. Now some tires the bead will break without putting anything on it, but I'm just going to do it anyway, just in case it's a little bit of a struggle. The front side is normally easier. The back side was pretty difficult to get off. So I'm just going to soap it up now and get that out of the way. Now, I would kind of put your back foot back here behind the tire to also help it from going forward. And you want to just push down on it. 2 hands. And that broke free right there. Alright, if it doesn't, spin the tire around, do another side. Just keep spinning it around until that breaks. On the back, on the last one, it's a little bit more difficult. So you want to set it up the same way. Get everything lined up there. And soap it up. Put your foot there, 2 hands. Yep, that's what I figured. A little bit difficult. Turn it, work our way around here. Wants to slide off there. Going around. And there it is. And one more. All right, she's off. All right, so now we're up top here. What you want to do, go ahead and pull these pins out for now. Slide these back out of the way, out of these 2. All right, this one here pretty much is what you're going to tighten after you get the rim on there. So we want to take our rim. All right, got it laid down up top. You want to come underneath. Now, this is where you're going to slide these up to grab the lip of that rim. It's a little hard to see there. All right, we're on the lip there, and we're on the lip there. All right, get them into a good little spot. And now is where you want to put your pins in behind them. Grab our pins. Got a pin in there. And a pin in there. So you want to come around here now and see if this front one, all right, that front one fell into place. Now you can tighten this. Now you don't tighten this to the right. This one's going to go to the left. All right, and as you spin this, it's going to push that and make all of those tighter. All right, so we're getting tight. All right, that rim is pretty tight now. All right, and that's what it looks like. It's not going to appear to be center up here. Don't panic, it's perfectly normal. And basically this bar is here so that when you put your breaker bar in there to get that tire off, you can kind of press against it with that bar. That's the purpose of this right there. All right, now you have this bar that came with it. So what you want to use is this end here. And you want to get this in. It's hard to do with one hand here. In under the tire like that. And then you want to pull back and lift that tire up. All right. So we want to push this around here. Like so. You can see it's pulling that bead up. All right. And the tire is slowly starting to come up. And there it is. Now you can take that out. And your tire is free there. Okay, now we got to do the bottom. Now what you want to do, again, take that same end you just used. You want to get it under the bottom lip of the tire now. You have to pull the tire up, get that under that bottom lip. All right, once you're under that bottom lip, same thing. You want to spin this around. I kind of just pull up on this side a little bit to help it. And there it is. Tire's off. We're going to take our little soapy solution here and get this nice and soaped up. I mean, you could probably even spray some WD-40 or whatever on there. You just need something that's going to be slippery. So you want to push in, and careful you don't slip because you will fall and hit your head on this center pole here, and that will leave a mark. All right, so we want to get this side started again. It's not that easy. We want to get our other bar here up underneath of it. Now, I'm going to use the same end that I've been using. All right, I want to try this up over there. I've seen other people do these reviews, and they got a lot of cuts here. Not cuts like as in bleeding, but they cut the video, but they don't show this part. They want to make it look easy. And I'm here to tell you, this part you're going to struggle without a second person sometimes. So, man, this sucker is tough. And you can see if you had a really nice car, with nice rims. Yep, you're gonna scratch them up. That sucker don't want to go. All right, so I cut this for a second. It was getting frustrating now. Let me show you something that'll help you out here. All right, so I'm gonna pry this up. Oh, and it's on. That worked. Long screwdriver. That's on. All right, next step. All right, so what you want to do now is you want to, I put some bearing grease on here to make this thing a little bit more slipperier. The substance that I made, the soap stuff, was all right, but I feel like this is going to work a little bit better. So you want to jam this tire on here the best you can. It's hard to do here with one hand on the camera, but you could take this pole out so you're not slipping and hitting into this pole. And then once you get this thing set, you can put this pole back in there. Now you want to go back to your tool here. We were using this end the whole beginning, but now we're going to go to this end here. All right, and what you want to do is you want to get this up under there, and then you want to kind of turn this upward like that. All right, and have this against the bar. So you want to get this side seated in the best you can. And again, don't slip and hit your head on this bar. Now we want to get this in here. Turn this upright. A little bit tricky. Really not loving this machine, but